guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another new video. So if you guys follow my social media page on Instagram, it's the exact same page at Alex_F80M3. You'll know that photography is kind of one of my larger hobbies, alongside obviously the car. Pretty much a weekend occurrence that I usually do is I usually take the M3, find a spot somewhere nice, go take some photos. I just do it like as a hobby. Most of my stuff is just purely for social media. I don't really post it anywhere else. I don't really do any shoots for any people. It's basically all just like documentation of the car and the mods and everything that I have done to it. And I mostly just enjoy, seeing some results and having some nice photos of the M3 on some of my social media pages. But I figured today I'm kind of making a little bit more of a special trip. It's a nice, slow Sunday. Don't really have much going on. So I figured I'm gonna go ahead and head up to the National Forest. And for those of you that don't know, Houston has a forest on the north side called the Sam Houston Forest. And I found some spots out there that I want to go get some photos. So we're in the M3 and we're gonna make a little bit of a trip out there. It's a little bit over an hour to get there, but it's not too bad. It should be a little bit of a nice drive. So we're gonna head out there, get some good photos of the M3. I figured I would take you guys along, kind of show you what the process looks like. Maybe get some nice clips of the M3 and show you what it's like for me to go get social media photos every weekend. So take you guys along, maybe show you guys some of my edits and show you how the photos come out. But we just got in the car, just started driving, so we have about another says an hour and 5 minutes. So let's keep going, and I'll talk to you guys when we get there. So as you guys saw in the last video, I did get the M3 aligned, and honestly, it feels really good. I told you guys all the specs that I went to, but basically we took all of the toe out of the front of the car, which usually just kind of decreases a little bit of the turn-in response that you get. But honestly, I've been driving the car on the street here for a little bit, about a week or so. Honestly, I think the car still feels amazing. The alignment feels really good, really solid. Drives straight as normal, no funky vibrations or anything like that. And honestly, it still feels really, really nimble. Now, obviously, I think there would be a little bit of a difference on the track, and I do think it would be noticeable on the track that there was a little bit less turn-in, but honestly I think it's probably worth the little bit of performance sacrifice just to have that little bit of extra tire life. So I'm gonna run with the current alignment for a little bit. I'll probably run it like a few hundred miles and then look at the tires and see how they're wearing. If I'm getting a little bit too much camber wear up on the front, I'll probably just back down the spacer a little bit. So right now I have a 20 mil up in the front, and I'll probably back that down to like maybe a 15 mil. I can dial the camber back just a little bit as well, so I'll probably bring that down to like maybe 2.8 or 3.0 in the front. The rear is fine as it is. I get really even wear in the rear, like basically no matter what. But everything feels really good. The car feels super solid. It drives so smooth, man. When you get like a half decent road, I swear these coilovers are just one of the most comfortable things for how well they perform on track. I don't know that you can beat how comfy they really are on the street. So much of Houston is so flat. It's so nice to be somewhere where it's like a little bit more hills. I mean, you can see we don't have like too much going on up and down here, but it's better than what we have in Houston. And so it's a little nice to have this car in a little bit of a road that's a little bit it was a little bit more enjoyable than some of the highways in Houston. We're not too far out anymore. We got about another 20 minutes or so, and I think we got a really cool spot to go take some photos. Well guys, here we are. We are out in the National Forest. So we're on like a nice little pretty quiet road out here, and the M3 just looks absolutely fantastic out here. So it's really good lighting right now. We're getting some really sick shots, so I'll probably prop you guys up. I'll shoot some cool like little video clips as well, but other than that, we're just gonna go ahead and get some cool angles of the M3, get some good photos, and just kind of have some fun. The roads out here actually got pretty good for a little bit. I forgot some of the roads out in the National Forest are actually quite nice. So we were having a little fun ripping the M3 on the way up here, but let's go ahead and get some photos. I'm gonna set you guys up. We'll get some cool shots. Okay, we got most of the angles that I wanted to get at this spot, so we're gonna go ahead and get back in the car, and we're gonna keep going down the road, see if maybe there's another spot that has some better angles and whatnot, and see if we can't get some more photos. Okay, we found a little bit of a more quiet, it's actually a private road down there, but I think we're good over here. Just a little one-lane road only, and there's like, it's really smooth and like some good spots here. There's this is like almost a dirt path, but not quite. But I think the car looks pretty good right here, so I'm gonna stop here and get some more photos. All right, so we got a decent amount of spots. The sun's starting to set a little bit, so out in the trees out here, it's getting a little bit too dark, a little bit too shaded, and running out a little bit of light. However, there is one more spot up here. It's kind of like a little bridge that goes over the lake here, and you can like pull off to the side of the bridge, and it usually has like some really good sunsets. So while the sun is slowly setting over here to the side of us, I'm gonna head over there and see if we can't get some nice angles. We might have to wait for the sun to set a little bit, but that's okay. We'll just drive some of the nice roads in the meantime, and I hope you guys enjoy watching you know, some of the clips. I throw in some like little cinematics so that you guys can kind of see and enjoy some of the views, but I'll throw in the photos too that I shoot and edit. I also grab a few like iPhone photos. I don't really do anything special. I usually edit them in Lightroom Mobile, which is pretty simple. I also use a little polarizer just to help with some of the reflections. But we're gonna keep going and head over to that bridge, probably enjoy some of these roads, and then we'll be all set and ready to head back home. Well guys, I tried to get some clips on the bridge, but honestly people are like flying by and they clearly did not like me stopping on the side, so they were like pulling over as close as they could get to the car without hitting it. So I just got like 2 or 3 photos and I decided to leave. We're gonna go ahead and just probably enjoy some of these roads on the way back. I'll try and get a few clips for you guys, and other than that, I think we're gonna head home. We are just running out of daylight right now. As you guys can see, the sun is just starting to go down and the clouds are starting to cover. So we're gonna head back, enjoy some of the roads on the way there, and probably get you guys some clips, and I might chat with you guys a little bit on the way home, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Tell you what guys, I think the most annoying part about having these seats and sitting so low in the car, honestly, it's the perfect seating position, but I don't know if you guys can tell, I have my sun visor up and I'm trying to put you guys like at my eye level. It's just straight sun. I like literally can barely see the road. It's a little bit of a struggle some days, but I mean, like, there's like zero visibility right now. I hope you guys can tell. Until we get into some shade, and then I can finally see. So, oh, looks like some guys getting some photos over there as well. But yeah, that's probably my biggest complaint with these seats, is that I sit so low in the car that there's so many times where like I just get absolutely blinded by the sun. My visors don't do anything. I already have that banner across the top of the windshield that blocks out like honestly most of the sun. But sometimes there's just absolutely nothing I can do. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the little fun section of the road, and it's nothing compared to like real mountain roads, but honestly it's not bad. But we got a little bit of a drive home, about an hour, so we're just gonna chill the rest of the way. And I cannot stress enough how good this car is. I mean, it literally, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like those corners are just nothing. I'm not even pushing and the car just takes it like it's nothing. I mean, it handles so well. The sounds are super intoxicating, especially that rear diff whine. I mean, just sounds so good every single time, and I'm just so happy with the way this car turned out, and just enjoying every single minute I have with it. But we're gonna head home. I'll probably talk to you guys a little bit as we head home. I'll probably give you some advice about like what I do when I shoot, what kind of things I look for, what I do post, like in editing and whatnot, and I'll just go over a little bit of the details and just let you know exactly what I'm doing. So guys, as we're cruising back, just chat with you a little bit about what my photography style is like, what I do, some tips, basically my like entire process, and everything I do to get the photos I do on Instagram. So I always start out with, the first thing I always got to do is find a location. Usually that's just spent with a lot of time on Google Maps. So I kind of know the areas around town, and I just end up looking on Google Maps for something that I think might be nice. Usually I look for, here I kind of look for like nice green areas. Sometimes I'm looking for like a nice urban building with a nice parking lot, something that's just like pretty clean looking. I try to like keep out of areas that have dirty stuff, as you would. So like stay away from power lines, no signs like for restaurants or businesses. Anything like that just ends up looking like kind of cluttered in your photos. So always look for that. Always look for like a clean parking lot, like the physical surface. I always find that ends up making the photos look a little bit better. I think if you can find asphalt, that makes it look even better. Concrete tends to have like a little bit of a yellow hue. Now if that's something you're looking for, or the style you're going for, that's perfect. But otherwise I tend to stick to looking for like a darker, maybe a more textured pavement. Something like asphalt is usually perfect. So for like this one, I just spent maybe 20-30 minutes kind of looking on Google Maps, and I ended up finding a spot. I use Google Street View a ton. That is like super key in getting a good view for whatever I'm looking for. And it kind of lets me like figure out what angles I might like, stuff that might be in the background that, you know, you maybe didn't foresee at first, and all sorts of stuff like that. But that's pretty much the basics that I do for prep work before I go to a location. It usually doesn't take me too long. Now I've like gathered like a few key spots that I always go and return to shoot to, but sometimes I'm just like looking for something new and I just want something a little bit different. And so then that's when I kind of go spend some time, whether I'm looking for like a foresty area with more trees, or a more open clean background with like an empty road, or if I just want like, you know, some nice office buildings in the background with like a nice clean urban style, water, etc. Then when I get there and shoot, it's usually pretty simple. I usually take pretty much the same angles. I find it's a little bit hard to like be creative when I shoot the same car over and over and over again. I always find myself like trying to look for new angles, trying to look for new things that I might, you know, not have seen before. I usually find a lot of inspiration from social media. So I always look at, I'm always looking at Instagram, always looking at photos. I follow tons and tons of photographers. So I always try and like to get like a lot of tips from them, basically using their work as like an idea of what I want to look for and the type of shots that I like. But I basically stick to like two key things, which is like full body shots, like of the full car. And then the next thing is like details. And so that can be like logos on the wheels, or the badges, or the M3 logo, or interior shots, or little details on the steering wheel or the seats, etc. Usually that's my secondary. I always try and get the big shots of the car first, and then I use those as like fillers, and those make for great like collages. If you've ever seen, I've done like some like triple layer photos, and those do really well for that type of photo. But I find myself like being a little bit, it's just a little bit difficult to kind of be creative sometimes. So I just find myself like trying to push myself to try new angles, try new things, and just kind of get different shots. But once I get all the shots that I like, I basically am done. It usually doesn't take me too long, maybe 20-30 minutes. Now, like I said, some things that do take me a little bit longer is usually I'm trying to get like some reels for Instagram as well. And I do all of that on my iPhone. So whenever I'm doing that kind of stuff, I'm always swapping between my camera and then back to my phone, back to my camera. And iPhone photos are kind of nice to have just for like Instagram stories. So I always take iPhone photos as well, and then it ends up being a little bit of a longer process. Everything's usually done in about 30-35 minutes or so, so I'm not there too long. I usually go during sunset unless I can find like a day that has some good overcast. And if it's got good overcast, then I can go shoot like at any time of the day. But otherwise, I'm trying to find like a shaded area so I don't get dark, so I don't get like this harsh direct sunlight. And then once I get that, 20-30 minutes and I'm all set. Now the editing process is really simple. Honestly, it doesn't take me that long. I've come to start using more of my own presets. So basically I'll take like a photo, I go through and I test every one of my like 5 or 6 presets. And typically for like a new spot or something, I'll take one of the presets that I find I like the most, adjust it, make the changes, and then create a new preset based off that and just go with the flow. I make a little bit of changes to every single photo. Usually I'm cropping them. Sometimes I'm bringing them into Photoshop and taking out some details, like some little things in the background, just cropping those things out using the like the blur tool and replace tool and all sorts of stuff like that, just to get slightly cleaner photos. Sometimes like if there's little bug marks on the car or rock chips or stuff, I try and get a lot of that stuff out. But otherwise, that's pretty much my process. It's really simple. I've been doing this for like, I don't know, I've been doing it like for fun for maybe 4 or 5 years. But I think, you know, pretty much in like the last 1 to 2 years, I've started like pushing myself to do a lot more, be a lot more creative. Obviously, I started filming for YouTube, so I feel like that's kind of taught me a lot of what looks good, what doesn't look good. And honestly, you just have to go out and try, because like I find there's not that much content on like photography, and especially automotive photography. There's a lot for like portrait stuff, but not a lot for automotive. So I find you just have to like go play with things, talk to people on social media, ask questions, and really just try it for yourself. And then you kind of like develop your own style, see what you like, try things, see what you don't like. Now, honestly, I'm lucky enough that I have my own car to do it with, and that's mainly my hobby. I think I don't find as much enjoyment in doing it on other cars. It's still fun, but I really enjoy the photography of my own car. So, but you just gotta go out there and try it, enjoy it, enjoy your time. If a shoot goes badly and you don't get that great of photos, maybe try something different in your editing technique. Just change it up. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try new things. So go out there, just try and get more shots, try and get some, you know, new angles, new stuff, and enjoy just having the car and making content with it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. That's probably going to do it for today. We've got about 30 minutes to head back home, and it's starting to get a little dark outside, so we're just going to get home. I'll probably start editing some of these photos so you guys can see them. I always post them on my social media. Like I said, my Instagram is Alex. It's the same as my YouTube, so Alex_F80M3. And I'm always posting photos on there. I usually post like once a day or every other day. I'll throw a bunch of the photos up on here after I get them edited. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching. It was a little bit of a fun trip up to the forest. This car is so much fun to drive, and I honestly just never get tired of driving this car. I feel like driving on the street, it like begs to be pushed really, really hard. And the second you start giving it like a little bit of throttle, a little bit of turns, it just like it wants more and more and more. And the noises it makes, the way it feels to drive, the way you feel like planted inside these seats, honestly, everything just feels super, super good. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching. May or may not be a little bit of a longer video, a little bit calmer, no mods, no installs, just a little bit of enjoying the car and having some fun going to get some content. We've got some things in store for the M3 coming up. It may still be taking a little bit of time. The weather, I'm not too sure. We're in the middle of hurricane season, so it might be a little bit difficult to get the M3 out the next couple of weeks. Looks like we have some storms planned for the future, but other than that, we're pretty set. M3 is doing good, keeping it clean, putting some miles on it, enjoying the drive, and just enjoying the car. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, as always, please leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.